Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's episode, I'm going to run through my rig rundown. This has been requested a fair bit on my social media. So today we're going to go through the mods that I've done, the specs that I've done to it, and just give you a basic rundown on the rig. It's officially 1 year old, so I thought what better way to show you guys than in this YouTube video. If you have any questions, link them below and I'll try and answer them, but today's episode is pretty much going to be what I've done to the old girl and what I'm planning to do in the future. So stay tuned, let's go. Alright, so the first mod that I did, which was a really big expense, was the bull bar. I had a few ideas on what brand I wanted to go. My first idea was obviously Ironman. Absolutely love the style of the Ironman bar. However, I have heard a little bit of negative feedback in terms of the Ironman, accidents, etc. Was going to go with ARB, but at the cost price, didn't really want to spend that much. So this is when I decided to go with TJM. So with TJM, they obviously do your 3 loops, 2 loops, or 0 loops. I decided to go 3 loops mainly because the protection it has around your headlights. This just means that when you're going on big rock steps or you're going down really steep declines on tracks, you do have that extra protection around the headlights. So that's mainly why I went the 3 loops. I really like TJM because it does nicely shape the front end, especially on the navs. The navs have more of a rounded front, so having the TJM Outback spec bull bar, it actually scoops around shaping the car. So I really like that aspect on it. It also does have the winch attachment in the middle, which is the next big mod I am going to get to the car. Hint. So that's exciting. It does have that, and you also got accessory points where you can put some more lights and obviously your spotties, which I will get in the future too. The next big mod that I ended up doing was obviously I did, if you guys have been following me in my Instagram, I did actually have a different grill, changed it. But I'm actually getting one custom made by Blake. If you guys know Blake, he has a mad cruiser, blue cruiser. I'm going to insert the photo here. Anyway, he actually does modified grills. Hit him up for any work that you want done. He's based in Victoria, but he's going to actually modify my front grill. So that's a new mod coming. So up the front, we're also running the GME UHF XRS 370. This just means that when I go out back where I don't have much reception, I do have extra range. Obviously you can go different lengths of the actual bar. This just means you get more range. The shorter bars mean you get longer, whereas the taller ones you just get higher UHF access. So yeah, running the GME up the front, of course, and then around the corner. Alright, so onto the big boys. Now, what I'm running is 33s, 70 R17s. I went with all-terrains mainly purely because with muddies, unnecessary. Them on the highways, and they're just, you don't need them unless you're going to be doing that really hard rock terrain and mud areas. So mainly what I went is all-terrains purely because it gives you that little bit more coverage in terms of, you know, that contraction that you need on those trucks. Went with the Herschel's rims. These are amazing. I went to the guys at Aussie Tyres in Arundel. Highly recommend them. They're based in the Gold Coast. Hit them up. Went with obviously the black purely because the way that I'm looking to get this car up is obviously the black on black look. So went with these. No, they're not B-locked. They are obviously fake B-locked. In the future, I will be running B-locked only because you can get that tire pressure down to the lowest without those beads coming off. So that is the tires. Now, onto the snorkel. This actually came with the car, lucky enough, but ideally, and this is going to get controversial, but snorkel, I actually don't rate this snorkel one bit. Looks nice, don't get me wrong, I love it, but the noise that it takes out when I am driving, annoying. It is so frustrating and so annoying. Can't have my window down. If I had it again, I'll just be getting a pretty much a basic plastic snorkel, purely because of the actual use of it. Got this one actually powder coated. I'm going to insert a photo of what my car used to look like back in the day, but this snorkel was just stainless steel. Then I decided to get it powder coated in the matte black look, mainly because obviously it's a little bit more tougher, has that tougher look, and it just kind of makes it look a little bit different from the whole black of the car. So that's the snorkel. Now, mirrors. No, these are not clear view. These are O-cams. They slide out for towing purposes. Do I have a caravan? No. Will I have one in the future? Maybe. But O-cam, the reason I went O-cam with the mirrors and the bigger mirrors compared to the stock standard ones that you get when you buy the car, purely because of the look. I like the look of the bigger mirrors, and ideally I like the view that you get in these. You obviously get that little bit more wider view of the background and what's behind you and everything like that. So that's why I went with the O-cam mirrors. I actually rate these. Would I buy clear view? Probably not. With the cost of the clear view compared to the O-cams, I rate these. Obviously up top we have the 23.0 shower tent. Now this bad boy, and I'm going to show you in this video me undoing it, what it looks like out, but this thing, godsend. It is the best purchase I have ever done. Love 23.0, the brand, know the owners, they are fabulous people, and just the quality of the product that they have. Pretty much everything I have is 23.0, which you'll see in this video. But shower tent, amazing. Makes changing as a woman in the outback so much easier because you're not getting changed in your swag. If you're basic camping like me, getting changed in your swag is a shit show. So shower tent is necessary. Then obviously around the back, these sports bar, they came with the car, nothing much different. But so up the top we are running the Rhino racks. These are great for what I have right now. This will change in the future. I will be getting the Rhino rack flat base. This just means I'm able to store a lot more up top. At the moment on the roof I do have my solar panel. It's the full watt solar panel. It does charge obviously my second battery, which I have in the back, and obviously my fridge, which I have in my tub as well. So best thing I ever did to the car in terms of modification was get that solar panel. When you are out back and you're camping for a maximum amount of days, say 3 to 4 days or even longer than that, having the solar panel means that you don't have to turn your car on and get the engine running to be able to power your second battery or power your fridge. That solar panel is getting powered by the sun, which makes it so efficient. Obviously, depends where you are camping. If you camp in places that are a little bit more bushy and you don't have direct sunlight, then it makes it a little bit hard. But when you are camping in the outback, fantastic. Best mod I've done yet. Highly recommend it. Now around the front, again, up top we have the Steady 2-bar light bar. I freaking love this thing. I will show you guys in this video what it looks like on, but best mod I've done as well. Just gives me a little bit more light when I'm traveling a little bit later at night, or you hit the tracks late at night, you need a little bit more clearance, a little bit more view when you are traveling. So really rate that purchase. Will I keep it? Yes, ideally I will. I am going to get a little bit more, I guess, higher brand bracket spotties for the front. Probably won't go Steady. No, that's a little bit controversial too, because Steady are just a really good brand, but Light Force in terms of spotties, they are where it's at, and that's what it's going to go in the front on the bull bar. But at the moment the Steady's light bar is working wonders. Now I'm going to open the engine bay and show you guys what's in underneath the hood. Oh, she's been fucking dirty. There you go. I'll open this for a while, as you can see. Alright, so obviously underneath the hood Haven't really changed much in terms of the engine bay. What has changed is the airbox. She's a little bit dirty from the last time I used her. Definitely needs a bit of a clean out, but pretty much all I've changed is the airbox. I used King Fab Customs as the person I went with. High quality, the pipings are perfect, really good fabrications, sturdy materials, and I just love the access that it has to my airbox. I can see in and see if there's any mud or dirt and shit in it that I need to change, which probably needs a little bit of a clean out. But that's pretty much all I've changed in terms of the engine bay. Everything's stock standard. Inside the car, the interior. Now the interior is very stock standard. Everything has pretty much come with the car. Added the dash mat just to help protect the dash area, and then obviously I have added a little bit of pink touches here and there to add the feminine effect. So have the oh shit handles over in that corner. Absolutely froth them. They are really good and really handy for off-roading, and you just need a little bit extra grip to hold on to in terms of the passenger. Yeah, when I'm going down a really steep incline that they start to freak out. The last and final mod that I got with the car was these Razorback custom made seat covers. These are so sturdy. They've been through a hell of a lot of shit. Sand, mud, dirt, dust, you name it. These have been through it and they are so sturdy. Haven't cleaned them in a few months, but they have just protected the leather seats that I do have in this car. Obviously I added my branding on these seats, which you can add in their premium seat cover range, but highly recommend. And the easiest seat covers I have bought to install, they are separate, so that means that you add the bottom half first and then you add the top half, and obviously the head, so they're all separate, which makes cleaning and installing so easy to do. So highly recommend the Razorback seat covers as well. And there you have it, guys. This is pretty much a full rundown on the big girl Mubby. Also thought I'd mention why I have the name Mubby in terms of my number plate, because I get this so often in terms of like my friendship groups, whatnot, people I see on the street. But this is actually a really funny story. When I was purchasing the car and their number plates, I really wanted the name Muddy. However, the D's were taken and the O's were taken. So I had a little bit quiz in my brain. I was like, what letter can I use next, or what number can I use next in terms of representing the D's? I had a blonde moment and I thought that the 8s could represent D's. They do not. They represent B's. So that's where the name Mubby has come from. Thought I'll also add that into the clip, but that's pretty much the rig rundown. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're new to this channel, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. See you guys. What the fuck is it? GME Berserk. I'm actually gonna throw dirty? How you got? I haven't opened this for a while. Obviously up the top we're running the Rhino racks.